Hello, I'm Steven,
And I'm Rachel.
and we are
Flickers.
And we just got back seeing the new movie Ad Astra with Brad Pitt. And here are our thoughts on it. You go ahead.
Well, there's really only one word that I can use to describe this movie, and that's existential. I literally left kind of feeling like my emotions have been just kind of cleansed or neutralized, or like I've been in space for 2 hours. Um, I really did enjoy it, and I really enjoyed like just the overall space feel that it captured, and it really did a great job. And that's, I mean, what a good space movie is that you feel like you've been in space for 2.5 hours. However, I am a very emotional person, and so for me that kind of feeling of void and solidarity, and or not solidarity, solitude, thank you. um I don't enjoy that sort of feeling, so it wasn't um my kind of movie, I guess is the best way to put it.
Well, I have to say it was visually stunning. The cinematography was absolutely gorgeous, and Brad Pitt once again just is a phenomenal actor. The story itself was actually pretty good. Following his journey from Earth all the way across. I'm not going to spoil anything, but he goes pretty far. Um, was was pretty thrilling. There were some pretty intense spots here and there throughout it, but it does very much capture the emptiness of space. Like most space operas out there, they all kind of have different um, aspects of the difficulties and challenges of being out in space. Interstellar kind of goes more into the wild possibilities of what happens in space. 2001 is basically all about the mysteries of space and also some of the terrors of computers, but that doesn't really. This one's mainly more about um, kind of human survival out in space.
Well, it was very realistic too. Like if in the future we were to have bases on different planets and travel to different places, this is what it would feel like.
That's also true, um, and it it's a good movie. Just for the record,
It is
it's a
really
good
good.
movie. But if you're not someone who's very familiar with the kind of cadence of most space dramas, I can find someone finding it very boring and very slow. But once again, though, it's the overall captivating mysteries of it all that really kind of keeps you going the entire time. The movie, and once again, we don't spoil anything with Flickers,
Yeah.
but the movie, it I wouldn't say it leaves you feeling happy. It leaves you feeling sad. It doesn't really have a lot of closure. The movie it exists. And for that, it's kind of like a piece of art in a sense. It really is one of the more artistic space films.
Yeah.
But it's worth the watch if you're into space movies. If you were debating on seeing it, then
And if you were thinking about seeing it in theaters and you like space movies, it really truly is absolutely stunning. Like,
IMAX is perfect for it.
Yeah, it's worth it to see it on the big screen.
Yes.
And honestly, we love Brad Pitt, so we'll always support anything that he does. And he really was phenomenal, and it's just one of those things that you kind of have to take a breath afterwards and just
Puts things in
enjoy it for
perspective.
the piece of art that it was.
Absolutely. So with that said, I there's been so many good movies this year that it's really hard to kind of rate them all properly.
We'll rate it based
But
on space operas,
well, I mean, but
space dramas.
I would say this is just another good movie to add to the repertoire of space movies that exist. With that said, though, and this is not a negative thing at all. Three, I would say, is a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 slates. I would say is basically for me that would be kind of the natural neutral rating of a good film. If it was a 2, that'd be like, all right, this movie could have been better. Probably shouldn't have wasted our time to see it in theaters. No, this movie is worth seeing in theaters because of the grand scale of it. It's beautiful. It wasn't anything that blew me away, but it was a very good film. So once again, my personal rating for it would be 3 out of 5 slates. What do you think?
Honestly, even though I didn't personally, I didn't not enjoy it, but I didn't leave thinking, oh my god, like mind blown or whatever. I'd still give it a 4, just because they really did a great job with cinematography. They did, again, great job with the acting. I mean, Brad Pitt was really one of the only real roles in the
No,
movie,
yeah,
and
that's true.
he carried it. And again, just really captured that space, empty, but still the expert, the drive behind why you would go into space and exploration, that sort of thing. So I'd give it 4 slates. I think the only reason why I wouldn't give it 5, honestly, is just because that it doesn't cater to everybody. You really have to go into it enjoying
That kind of genre.
the space genre, and also go into it knowing that emotionally you're kind of going to be void afterwards.
I can see that. Well, our next movie we'll be catching though will be definitely a big one. Kind of excited about to see.
Definitely
Completely
lots
opposite.
of emotions.
Yes. Our next movie we'll be catching is Joker. We'll be catching that soon, in about a couple weeks, which I'm really excited about that. And then we'll go ahead and kind of determine where we're going to go from there. But stay tuned basically for that one. We'll be coming up soon. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the movies you're catching in theaters. And until then, catch the next review on Flickers.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much, folks. Bye bye.